Chess is more than a game. It's strategy, it's intelligence, it's friendship. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my channel. The game has just begun.
Hi chess friends, I'm here to show you a really wild and fantastic game that was played by Daniel Dubov against Svane. This is a real fantastic game. We have a king hunt, so let's go, and I'm here to show you this. In this game, Dubov plays with the white pieces, Svane with black pieces. c4, e6, knight c3, d5, d4, knight f6, knight f3, bishop e7, and bishop f4 by Dubov, castle by Svane, and e3, typical development. We have b6 and now queen c2. Bishop e6, this is a way to develop the bishop. You could play this, but sometimes black can do this, can develop this bishop on a6. We have castle, long castle by Dubov. He wants to bring the bishop here on d3, bring the rook on g1 and push a pawn and attack. We have d capture for c5, and now we have knight g5 by Dubov, putting pressure here on h7. You can move the knight. If you move the knight, you lose because there is a checkmate, so you can move the knight. We have this position where Dubov has sacrificed a pawn to and want to be active, to attack, want to attack. So knight c6 by Svane, but we have a3. You have to play a3 in this position because you have to prevent the knight before that attacks the queen and would be a problem. So g6 by Svane to close this diagonal, and now Dubov start with h4. Typical idea of Tal, you have to push the pawn, h4, h5, alpha 0 move, and open up the h file and the diagonal for the queen and for the bishop. Very aggressive. We have bishop d6 and now g3 by Dubov. You could here capture, but now you capture with the pawn, and then it's a problem. You push h5. So this is the idea. But we have queen e7 and obviously h5. Dubov continues with the attack, and now it's difficult for black to play this position. You can capture the pawn. If you capture the pawn, you lose because here you have rook for h5, and if you capture, there is a checkmate. So you can capture the pawn. You have to remember this knight can move if this diagonal open, so h5 is a terrible strong. Here we have e5, and here you could play move like this, capture and capture, but here we have h capture for g6. You can capture here the bishop. If you capture the bishop, you lose a lot of material because here can follow this move, pawn capture, and now if you don't accept the sacrifice, the rook can come here. As this is so complicated, there is a check here. You have to come here, and here you have this move, bishop, and you lose the game. So this is a checkmate. So you have to be careful. So here we have h capture for g6 but now Dubov has this H file open, so it's so strong. We have bishop g2. Instead of defending this bishop, he want to put in pressure here on this knight. So here's Svane capture, e4 f4, and bishop captures the knight. Bishop for c6. Dubov captures the knight. The bishop for c6, and g3, f4 g3, and we have king b1. A safety move for the king. We have the rook d8 and f4 by Dubov. He want to maybe push on f5 and open up this diagonal. This knight put pressure on h7, this rook put pressure on h7. So we have bishop c8. He want maybe bring the bishop there. Rook e1 by Dubov, and now king g7. He want to try to bring the rook here to counterattack on h file, but here Dubov find a brilliant move and continues his incredible attack and plays knight d5, attacking the queen, attacking the knight. The idea is that Svane capture, and here you don't capture the knight, but you comes on h7, because this knight doesn't control more h7. So here we have rook h7 check, the king come on g8, and now we have rook for f7. This pawn falls, the f pawn falls, and now this pawn becomes undefended. So here we have rook capture for f7, and now queen for g6 check. Here we have king f8. Obviously you can't come here. If you come here you lose the queen. So and you take checkmate. You take checkmate. So the only move is king f8, but now follow queen h6 check. We have rook g7 to protect the king, and now bishop capture for d5. Dubov takes back his pieces. What an attack! So we have a continuation. King e8. Svane want to take his king in a safety square, but Dubov continue, and we have this queen h5 check, and now king d7, and Dubov played queen h3 check, and Svane come back. So queen h5 check, king d8, d7, and now you can never bring the king here there. If you bring the king there, there is a checkmate in 2. There is check, you have to cover with the rook, and this is checkmate, so you can't. So after this, Dubov could repeat, but he want to win this game, so plays bishop e6 for e6 check. Here you should give up your queen. This is the only way to continue this game, and yeah, this is a terrible position for black, but maybe he could survive a little. He has his passed pawns, a pair of bishop, but these pawns are so strong, so it's difficult to play this position, really difficult. So, but here Svane decide to try to escape with the king and play king c6, and now you have an incredible winning position for Dubov. Mate in 13. If you want to do an incredible training and you want to try to find this mind-blowing calculation, you can do it, you can enjoy. And I show you this incredible checkmate, and here you have to play precisely, really precisely, because it's mate in 13 if only moves are correct. So you have to play precisely. The first move is queen a3, a very important move. You have to prevent king b7 and then king b8. So this is the only move to start the attack. b5, the king is in a terrible square, and now we have bishop c4. The only way to continue the attack, the only way, really. Here we have king a5. You can capture the bishop. You can really capture the bishop. If you capture the bishop, follow this incredible queen c6, and there are no square for the queen. Here is too strong. There are no square. You can't go here because there is a checkmate. You can't go here. You can see this checkmate, and the bishop has to cover. So the only way is cover with the bishop. This is the point. You can't come here because follow this checkmate with the queen. So you can see how the queen has no square. If comes here, sorry, not this, I mistake, it is this move, and this is checkmate, continue to be checkmate. So you have to decline this bishop sacrifice, okay? And here comes king a5, but now we have queen e5 check. Bishop c5 to protect the queen, to protect the king from the queen, and now we have b4 check, obviously. Here we have king a4, and now queen g2 by Dubov. He wants to infiltrate with this queen. We have bishop capture for b4 and queen c6 check. The king here comes to, you can't come here. If you come here, is a checkmate in one. So king for a3, and now bishop b3, threatening checkmate on a4. You can't catch the bishop. If you catch the bishop, it's checkmate. Check here, and this is checkmate. So here we have bishop d7 to prevent this checkmate, but now follows queen c1 check. You have to capture the bishop, and now queen c2 check, king a3, and queen a2 checkmate. What a king hunt by Daniel Dubov, what an attack. And we have the king on a3 in this position. I show you the king hunt from the beginning. The king was here. You can see the king was here at first, and now comes the march of the king and the king hand. This is checkmate. Daniel Dubov is an incredible player. He will dominate the chess of the future, and now he is so strong. He has beaten a lot of strong player like Carlsen, so he is incredible good in rapid and blitz chess, and he is a so creative player. He is so aggressive. I think he is one of more strongest player now of young player with Alireza Firouzja, and yeah, I love him, and I will show you surely a lot of games of Daniel Dubov because I like a lot, and I hope this video enjoy you. Thank you very much for watching my video, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and see you soon with another video. Bye.